everybody. Thanks for everyone who sends me content. And thanks for your patience. Wow. So I wanted to go ahead and hop to this one real quick just to kind of give like an update. Um, this is Shanquella Robinson's father giving a statement on the screen. Looks like Becky or biracial Becky. She is the one that they're alleging, like a savage animal in beast form, picked Shanquella Robinson up by her neck. Okay. And then dropped her on the ground. So this is the father giving an interview that has been circulating.
Oh, she picked her up by the neck and slammed on the ground, and once they slammed her, she didn't get back up. Get back up. So I guess that slam right there must have broke her neck and her spinal cord. I really don't know how much I love my daughter. Y'all don't really don't know. Y'all don't know what y'all done done to me. Y'all don't really don't know how, the hole that y'all done put in me. I really don't know. Serious, you know. Y'all can just come back here and deal with y'all did. And leave her there. Leave her there. And then just leave her there. And then the maid had to find her from what I'm hearing, y'all don't understand how much of pain my daughter was in, sitting there with a broken neck or spinal cord, then I'm hearing, I don't know, Najee or whatever. He came to the house, he was the last one. Something about he was the last one. He was the last one about her breathing or something, He playing soft music and rubbing her head. Really? All of y'all could have got her help. All of y'all. But y'all chose not to. I was told the maid said they found her sitting up in the chair or either sitting up in the bed. Sitting up in the bed or sitting in the chair with a broke neck and a spinal. Dead? Wow. What? She died at 3 p.m. Najee, you said you arrived at that house on that video you said at 3:30 something. So if you arrived there, sir, it should have been 12:30 or 12:45. You got there at that house. So evidently she had to be alive when you were there. So in that scenario, you saw the condition that she was in, and you saw the bruises that she was, on her. You should have called the medics, or somebody should have called all of y'all. Y'all could have carried her. She ain't about 120 pounds, 125 pounds. But y'all chose not to. Y'all chose to got that thing, got out of there and got her suitcase. And for what our statement says, one of y'all called a taxi cab and went to an airport hotel. Now I don't know how true all it is, but that's what I'm hearing. And one of you called back to the States and asked somebody what to do. It's true. One of you all called back. Y'all panicked. And one of y'all asked what to do. Wow. So you left her and the maid found her. Because I was trying to figure out how did she get from the bedroom to the living room where she was found. Y'all drug her from the bedroom to the living room. I'm just trying to understand. And this Nazir guy, he told me on the phone call, Mr. Bernard, that me and him had before he went live the other night, and I played it on here. He said that he got there 2:16. Then he came back on the live and said he got there 3 p.m. something, and then he said he was about 4:26. He was by the pool saying, "Quella, get up." So when you got there and you started CPR, and the death certificate and the autopsy say she died 15 minutes after her injury, which was at 3 p.m. So that means you did CPR on her and left her where she was, and then you went by the pool and said, "Hey, Quella, get up," knowing she was dead. But the thing about it is, he's a compulsive liar, Miss Bernard, and he can't be trusted.
And that's a lesson to take when dealing with people. This is like a nightmare that never ends. So based on this new update, and I saw someone put that in the comment section that Becky did, it's a white girl. So Becky is the one allegedly that grabbed her by her neck and slammed her down. That's when the girl stopped moving. So she's beaten by bad built wildebeest in the initial video. And some are saying that's a man, and I can see why they said that, because there was looks like there one video, there's a few videos circulating of a man walking, looks like a man walking away that kind of fits that same bill. So I can see why people say, oh, it's a man. So, but that, that I can't confirm. But based on this updated interview, Becky is the one that gave the body slam that could have probably broke her neck. No one called 911. Oh, I don't know if they had 911, but no one called the authorities or hotel to say, hey, we need an ambulance. Nobody did that. No one called to get medical assistance. And then puts the girl up in a chair or in a bed. And she was already dead. Calling home to find out what to do. You know to call a hotel? Because they probably knew, hey, I mean, how can you not know? The girl was murdered. That's it. And they were worried about probably, I'm thinking, facing charges themselves. And then knowing that she's already gone, you're gonna get to the hotel where the pool area is and try to holler, for her to, hey, Shanquella, call her name out. They need to lock up Becky Boo for life and get the rest of them too. And then to make it worse, they stole allegedly reports of $10,000 from the girl. See, this is why people that have money, I'm sorry, they don't fraternize heavily with broke people. Because they'll be in your face laughing and smiling, trying to find a way to get in. And you might get got. I just want to find a way in. I'm going to pretend to be a friend. And don't forget the report that they said that she's already paid for two of the broke ones to come on a trip. Money sticks with money. And this may sound mean. When you have money, you can't keep being around broke folks like that. They're going to see you as a target. They're going to have a lot of financial problems, and they're going to look for you to be the one to say, hey, this person can solve my problem. And time you open up your checkbook, sometimes that is the biggest mistake you've made. Check number 1, number 2, number 3. They are watching and observing you and hating all along. Hating all along. Sometimes hating for your downfall. And in this case here, with these friends, you sure as hell don't need enemies. Sometimes if they'll wait around and don't see your downfall, as in this case here, looks like to me, they will bring your downfall. They will end you. And I bet Becky was probably one of the broke ones too. That's why she hanging around a bunch of them. She probably come from under the floorboards, Billy. Now the girl's money is... this is crazy. On a trip, pay for 2 of them, beaten badly. Then Becky allegedly comes along and grabs her by the neck and drops her down. And that probably did break her neck or her spinal cord. Bottom shelf Becky. Body slammer, break her neck like that? These people had jealousy and hatred for this beautiful girl. It is so heinous. It's like you wonder if it was a setup. It was so heinous. Because I just don't see how this happened to just spiral out of control. It was so heinous. Or maybe the jealousy came out. That jealousy had been there for this girl. And then to call back home to the States and ask what to do. And then left her there. And then I'm hearing she had a gentleman friend. Is he the gentleman friend? I just supposed to be a protector. And knowing she was dead, are you all trying to protect the ones that were beating her? I mean, seriously. We already saw the wildebeest, male or female, beat the girl. And then Becky comes along. Becky the beast comes along and delivers what? The fatal blow? The final act of violence that ends that beautiful girl, Shanquella Robinson's life? The world is a dangerous place. And the sad thing is, a lot of times the danger is around you. You are living with it, hanging out with it. Sometimes you are sleeping with it and don't even know it. I can't imagine the pain this man is going through, he and the mother. And he said, they don't know what they've done. Sir, respectfully, people like that, when they're savage and they're jealous, jealousy is very dangerous. They don't know what they've done. They are totally cognizant of what they've done. The fact is, they don't care. And now that she's gone, it hasn't made their lives any much better. You're gonna still have other successful, beautiful black women around. I think this whole thing is around jealousy. And it's still allegedly $10,000. Who is it? One person? They gonna all split it up? As I said before, said again, sometimes it's a good idea to do a RIF, a reduction in force in your life. And I'm talking about analyzing people. Sometimes doing a RIF, a reduction in force, what's this person bring to your life? If they bring drama and sadness, I wish she'd done a RIF and realized that they weren't worth her time. I think they've been jealous of this beautiful girl and she's an entrepreneur. You got to pay for two to go on a trip. Oh, That should have been a no-no. And these were allegedly her friends who sadly, I think methodically, brought this girl's life to an end. I just come see this happen. These are your friends. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a good time again. Consider that RIF, reduction in force, and learn your friends from your foes. Face reality. Because sometimes things are not as they seem. And sometimes the people you're hanging around, you really don't know. Sylvie said her on YouTube. Thanks for all the videos you guys sent me. I'll try and get some more out, but this is just sad. It's just tragic. And I'm out. Oh, one more thing I did want to note that Kyrie Irving has reportedly donated $65,000 to her family. So that right there, I was shocked, really shocked. But I think sometimes things happen and you realize, at the end of the day, black people, sometimes you're all you've got. But again, know your enemy from your foe. Fake family, fake friendships. Because sometimes those are the people you assume. Again, those are the ones you don't know. And I'm out.